Thank you very much. Hello. Of course, I'm very happy, especially with the reaction from the team in the second half, because the first half we were not at our best and we could arrive 0-0 at half-time. And I think the second half was a very good performance from everybody.
And once Thiago Silva had scored, it really set the tone. You didn't seem in any danger after that.
Well, I think since the first goal, we clearly dominated them. We kept the ball better. We didn't make as many mistakes as we did in the first half when we were having trouble to move the ball and to control the game. We lost it too easy. And they are a good team. They have good players up front and they catch us in few counterattacks.
Cesar, Michael Owen, I was just wondering, we're all fascinated by Thomas Tuchel at the moment, and it's coincided with your performances being real top level since he's been here. What type of work? I mean, that team at the moment looks very, very efficient. What type of work is he doing with you?
Well, Thomas, he made it very clear since he arrived. Of course, was nearly the end of January. We didn't have a lot of time to work on the pitch because his first training session was the day before a Premier League game. So we kept playing every 3 days, and he made a very good work with him and his staff to show and to explain clearly what he wanted from the team and individually, because that takes a lot of work, a great way of communication. And since he arrived, I think we created that identity that we kept improving, and I'm sure that we'll have to improve in the future if we want to keep winning trophies. And
are you feeling the benefit already early into this season of a pre-season with the manager as well? Because as you say, it was a whistle-stop meeting before you played that first game against Wolves.
Yeah, it's important to have time to prepare. Although we were few of us in the Euros, we arrived late, we didn't have a lot of time together, but we are a very huge group of players from last season, so we know each other. The new additions, they have adapted very quick, and we are very happy to keep working and keep improving, because what we did in the past is the past, and we have to look forward for the new challenges.
And you've got a terrific foundation. I mean, there you are, top of the league, but you've only conceded 1 goal in the first 5 games. I mean, how hard do you work on that to give yourself a foundation to win matches?
Yeah, it is very hard, and that's a huge credit for the strikers as well. They are the first ones who press and make the job easier for everybody. So that's how the team should work, from the top to the goalkeeper, the ones that they don't play, the energy, the day after to train, to have that healthy competition, I think is the key. That's what they brought us the success last season, and that's what we have to take care of it in this season, because I see a talented squad, an ambition between the team that we want to push forward, and that's what we have to do.
And at the other end, you've got 10 different goal scorers now after Antonio Rudiger today. You've scored 3 goals and Lukaku didn't score.
That's the news, huh? That's good that we have different options. Romelu did a different job tonight. He couldn't score, but it's important that we don't rely only on one player. Of course, Romelu is our main striker, but that we can. Today we got advantage through a corner, which is important to get sometimes the set pieces right, and is what we did today, and that those 3 points are massive in a derby that we know what it means for the fans as well.
And just finally, I know you've got a cup game in the week, but the next Premier League game is a mouth-watering one. The European champions taking on the Premier League champions.
Yeah, it's a big one. It's a challenge that we have to take the best way we can, because they are the current Premier League champions. We know that we will have to be at our best level. We have to prepare well. We have a cup game on Wednesday, and then we will prepare the game on Saturday, because we have to go step by step. It's true that we had a good start of the season against tough opponents, but we have to keep working and keep improving as a team.
Cesar, we're really pleased to join us. Thank you very much indeed. Well done today.
Thank you very much. Good evening. Thank you.
There you go, the Chelsea captain live for you from the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Interesting insight from the manager, from the players' point of view about the manager as well.
He keeps a happy ship there, the manager as well, with so many world-class players, not all of them getting game time. I think they respect the fact that he knows what he's doing. He's got a clear identity of how he wants to train. He's got certain methods what they have to stick by, otherwise they do not play. And I think he keeps them guessing who's playing from one week to the next. No one's guaranteed to play. Obviously, Romelu is a little bit of an exception because he's such an outstanding player. But he's introduced them back. Christensen's come back in. They've got a blend of youth and experience. We talked about Rudiger. Azpilicueta was out in the cold. You know, Chilwell, England international, can't even get a start. You know, you've got so many players there, and then a lovely blend of youth and experience.
Pulisic's injured. We haven't even mentioned him. He isn't even featured. When you watch that second half, and Chelsea, we mentioned it when the game against Liverpool when they had the man advantage, they are so well coached and organised, aren't they?
Yeah, do you know, they look horrible to play against. That's the thing. I mean, I'm picturing being Harry Kane there and thinking, don't fancy that. You're hardly getting a kick, and if you do get a touch, it's in areas you don't really want to be in, and it's hard enough trying to penetrate the back three. You can't even get near the back three. You can't even penetrate the midfield. I mean, that's the midfield three that finished the game. You know, it must be so difficult to get a ball through there into the striker's feet. So they're looking really, really efficient at the moment. They look like they can score. They don't look like they're going to concede. It's going to take a good team to stop them and then try to knock their confidence a little bit and see where it goes after that. But in this form, I mean, they look like they could be champions, absolutely.
OK, let's hear from the man who certainly led them to the Champions League, of course, and he's gotten to the top of the table at the moment after 5 games. Here's Thomas Tuchel.
Thomas, would I be right in saying that as a coach, your assessment of the first 45 minutes would be very different from the second 45 minutes?
Yes, it was, and it is. You're absolutely right. Me personally, I was absolutely not happy with the first 45 minutes. There were individual performances that were already great, like from Kepa. Thiago was already very, very good in first half. Like even more players were like good, but in general we lacked intent, we lacked energy, and we lacked to be more relentless in duels, to be more to decide 50-50 balls for us. I had the feeling that we want to impress by pure skills, but a game like this in Premier League and the Derby and in Tottenham is not only about skillful play, it's also about aggression, it's about winning duels, it's about like performing better as a team. We lacked energy, we lacked it simply, and we spoke clearly about it at half-time. Second half was a very good performance and a well-deserved win in the second half, and so it was a very good reaction. I'm absolutely happy with the performance in second half.
You made the change at half-time, Mount Kante. Yeah. Do you think the turnaround in the second half was down to the tactical change or a different mentality from your team that you just alluded to?
I mean, yeah, it was like a hard decision for Mason, and it seemed to be a bit more defensive from Mason to N'Golo. But I wanted to give the sign from the talk. I was not happy with the energy, and I was not ready to talk about these the spaces here and the spaces there and where to open the spaces. For me, it was about a ball win, second balls, about duels, and about sending signals and growing confidence, to let the confidence grow by energy and by ball wins and by more work, by higher work rate, and by closing players down and not being too reactive. So yeah, that was the signal to the talk, more or less.
A word about Thiago Silva, 37 years young next week. You said about his level of performance and also
outstanding,
the craft in his goal.
Yes, it is nice. He almost scored twice. He's so strong. The deliveries were good for his goals, and we are very happy that he was even able to score and open the game for us today. So, but performance even in first half was outstanding. Like fantastic performance, well deserved. He was outstanding today.
A big relief that Antonio Rudiger managed to get in the ground, because when you first arrived, you didn't know where he was, did you?
Yeah, I didn't, and I was not concerned, but it's a bit strange when player arrives. He had some problems, he said, with his passport to come in, like with the online
passport.
The COVID passport, so okay. Yeah, it was like a bit also like this in the first half. We were there, but not fully there. We could have done better. We did not manage, I think, to have chances, although there were the half chances and there were the deliveries, but we didn't manage to be dangerous. We were too sloppy. We were not sharp enough. And I'm happy that we are able to overcome these situations with luck and quality, and step up in quality in our match, because we needed to deserve a better result.
You said yourself the other day, look, we're not playing at our very best, nowhere near as yet, and you expected that this time of the season. But the points tally you have so far, that includes away games at Arsenal, Tottenham and Liverpool.
Yes. we are competitive, yes, and we want to be competitive. It's not an excuse to say we are not ready yet. We still can produce results. That's what we want at the club. What I want from myself and from the team, we want to win, and we are competitive on this level to win already, but we still have things to improve. The first half is proof for that. We struggle a little bit in the moment. Not everything is going easy, but it's not a bad thing. It's good to have these hard situations now and to overcome them and to fight through them. It's good because we are able to produce wins, and we are able to produce deserved wins also in Champions League and the league, and it's a good basis to keep on going, because right now counts. It does not count what's in 3 months. It's now and tomorrow.
Great stuff. Well done today, Thomas. Thank you.